very happy to see you on our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from British news magazines. Meghan Markle's soul is full of envy. She's always jealous of the success of royal family members. Going back to the age-old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, I'd say she's envied all those on the other side of the fence. Taking that and applying it to Meghan and the royal family takes a moment. The fence is the line in the sand drawn by the Sussexes, cutting them off from the rest of the royals. But I don't think she envies everyone in the royal family. That would be a bit much, so let's see. I think it's safe to eliminate all male members of the family, so let's forget them. As much as she respected the Queen and Camilla in the beginning, I don't think she'd want to trade places with them, so no envy there. With them, I think we can also count out all women over 60. We can also remove all girls under age 18. I doubt Meghan envies them either. Okay, maybe the 18-year-olds are envied, but who doesn't envy them? So now we're left with royal women between 18 and 60, and there aren't many, at least not prominent ones. I count 4 primary ones: Kate, Sophie, Beatrice and Eugenie. I think Beatrice and Kate can be eliminated now. Beatrice because of her shy, retiring manner and lack of confidence, which is diametrically opposite Meghan's. And Kate because she too has nothing in common with Meghan, other than marrying one of Diana's sons. In all other aspects, I think Meghan feels she's much better than both Beatrice and Kate, so no envy there. That leaves us with Eugenie and Sophie. Well, I think Meghan might envy Eugenie some for her poise, confidence, reliability and joyful manner. I think there are facets Eugenie choices she's made that Meghan would have done differently. Other than possibly envying Eugenie getting to wear the emerald tiara that Meghan wanted for her wedding, supposedly, which can be dismissed, I don't see any real envy. That leaves us with only one: Sophie. Sophie is the royal I think Meghan envies. Sophie came from a commoner background. Sophie went to college. Sophie worked quite successfully before marriage and after it for a time. Sophie seemingly fitted into the royal family with ease. Sophie has an excellent relationship with HM and everyone else. Sophie doesn't feel the need to compete with anyone. Sophie is ready and willing to do everything in her power to help. Sophie has no desire to aggrandize herself. Sophie is comfortable with herself. So yes, I think Countess Sophie of Wessex is the member of the royal family that Meghan envies for all the reasons listed above and many more. Plus, is Meghan Markle a social climber? Yes, many times over. As voted by Tatler and other magazines, Meghan Markle lost her sparkle and her credibility with her superbly fake performance as a smitten bride to her royal husband-to-be Harry. In that engagement interview, I've seen the manipulation, her cutting off any of Harry's comments and hogging all the limelight of the whole interview, and answering questions meant for Harry barely spoke. And then, the Ringling Brothers kind of wedding. It got worse from there. Per their group was not a loss for Meghan, as she considered publicity. Is publicity, no matter however horribly attention-seeker she have turned out? To everyone's horror, please. There is no shame in this woman, as she will stoop so low to get coverage and attention. She knows her time is very short, as nothing good comes out of very opportunistic person that she is. She also topped the list of the top social climber in all polls for worst dress and worst hairstyle with wigs all over the place. She was a 40-year-old Hollywood reject with really no success in the industry, only working as a bit part actress and part of Z-list cable show Suits. She has no other options or talents to showcase, and at 40, with her plain looks and not so impressive talent, there is really no other option but to her snagged Harry. Everywhere you turn your head and eyes, it's her mugshot and superfluous description of her gifted way to make a robot out of a man. There is more yet to come, people. Apparently, here is the plan. They have to explain this travesty, a lot of explaining to do for this idiotic book over, which is just blatant self-formation. H and me again will be in their wide-eye awakening facing the formidable monarch Queen Elizabeth II. Here is their plan. 1, they want another child very soon and will announce it in the world and will have to deal with 10 months of shenanigans. And they want a girl so Meghan can give her the Cartier tank watch ×3 that owns. 2, they'll be visiting the relatives over the pond and act fake as per usual. 3, Harry is scheduled to have another hair transplant prior to leaving for the UK, and another renovation on Meghan's part. Looking high again. 1, they will be parading around wearing their very expensive clothes, like the trademark very tight bra strapless bra on Meghan and Harry in his 50 Shades of Grey uniform. They will be so smug and self-righteous while there. They will show UK showing how far they made it being big shot. 2, they will be welcomed with their Sussex squad diehards. I'm afraid Prince Harry is a surplus to social climber Meghan Markle. Is everyone excited for the holidays with these two? I don't. Let's tune in for this real-life drama, shall we? Recently, what do you think about Jeremy Clarkson saying that Meghan Markle's climate change pleas make matters worse? I, for one, don't want to listen to some wannabe celebrity preach about climate change when it's her who should change her life. Meghan and Harry use planes more times this year than most people in their whole life. It looks like Meghan isn't capable of re-wearing clothes, and most of her dresses cost thousands of dollars. Just recently, Harry and Meghan bought a house for almost $15 million. Why? Why do they really need so many rooms? The problem with famous people is that they are talking to normal people who don't really travel by plane or spend thousands on clothes or even use car. They talk about change when they themselves do nothing. We know that there is a big problem and that we have to do something for climate, but why should we do something when celebrities still use private jet and live in mansions and own at least a few houses? Look at Greta Thunberg and how she miscalculated and posted one photo of her breakfast. She is talking about change, and yet she eats so much food that comes in plastic. Although celebrities can address millions of people just by one post, the problem is that their high life won't really pursue people to change their own life. If Meghan can spend so much money on clothes and live in luxury and still help climate, why can't we do the same? Why should we travel by train or bus when celebrities will still use private jet? Meghan would have to change so many things about her life, reduce how much she spends, stop using private jets and more. But that's not really probable, right? So no, every time she talks about climate, she is just giving tabloids excuses to write about her expensive style and how many times did she use private jet this year. So in the end, people only see how she is just preaching but doing nothing. In addition, what do you think about Meghan Markle being accused of ripping off the social media dilemma? It's one thing to agree with or subscribe to the ideas of others when recognising them as fact-based, plausible truths. However, it's quite another thing for a so-called public figure to share these ideas as if they were her own, without giving proper reference and credit where due. In addition, what do you think about Meghan Markle being accused of ripping off the social media dilemma? It's one thing to agree with or subscribe to the ideas of others when we recognise them as fact-based, plausible truths. However, it's quite another thing for a so-called public figure to share these ideas as if they were her own without giving proper reference or credit where due. I think it's understandable that because we all take in so much information these days, that we're bound to repeat things that we've heard or read that resonate with us, and sometimes we might even forget where the ideas came from. But as a public figure, and God help us, a role model, Meghan has a responsibility to cite her resources out of respect to her audience and also for those whose intellectual property she is regurgitating and trying to pass off as her own. But Meghan has never shown herself to be a original thinker. She has a synthetic personality and frequently imitates others and rips off other people's ideas and plagiarises speeches and quotes. It's become so commonplace that I'm no longer surprised or even outraged when she does it. It's just who she is. But what I do find unsettling is that she's either completely oblivious to the concept that the origins of whatever she puts out can be easily traced, or she just doesn't care about being blatantly dishonest. Does she not think that anyone will scrutinise her words or fact-check her? How about you? What do you think of Meghan Markle's soul is full of envy? Please let us know in the comments section below and discuss them together. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on royal family, Meghan and Harry, right here. Thanks for watching and see you next video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye!
Wait, if you're watching here, don't forget to like and subscribe below. Okay, keep watching videos now.